Hello everyone and welcome to the Vortex, where lies and falsehoods are trapped and exposed. I'm Michael Voris. Now you're not going to hear this next line ever again on the Vortex, so pay attention. Perk up your ears. You ready? Listen to the lesbian. You heard right. Listen to the lesbian. She speaks the truth, or rather she speaks more of the truth than her Democratic Party leadership buddies do. Her name is Camille Paglia, and she is a leading left-wing liberal libertarian lesbian who has her gal pals over at NARAL all upset about her straight-from-the-hip comments about abortion. Ms. Paglia, a professed atheist, lays it on the line when talking about abortion. Her comments have left the lefties all in a lather, and here's what she says, exactly her own words. I have always frankly admitted that abortion is murder, the extermination of the powerless by the powerful. Her words. Hats off to the atheist agitator for seeing abortion for what it truly is, murder and the powerful killing the powerless. Gotta hand it to her, at least as far as it goes, for unmasking the horrible truth that abortion really is. Of course, in true atheist form, my apologies to all the faux atheists out there, in true atheist form, Ms. Paglia, after being so forthright about abortion being murder, says, in effect, who cares? Yep, it's murder, but who cares? It's my body. I'll murder the kid if I want to, and you just shut up. It's none of your business. The obvious problems with that are even too numerous to begin addressing here, but what I want to concentrate on in today's segment is Paglia's argument not with pro-lifers, but with her lefty compadres. She says her liberal friends are liars and unwilling to, her words again now, face the ethical consequences of their actions. And what are those consequences? She's pretty direct for a liberal. Well, heck, let's give her credit where credit's due. She's pretty direct, period. She says people just have to accept that it's murder. Murder, that it's acceptable in exchange for the protection of other rights, like the right to choose to murder. But she goes further and says the Democratic leadership is being dishonest by not just coming out and admitting this. She mocks the party leaders who pretend the baby isn't human life. This atheist lesbian knows the truth and proclaims it to the shame of her other liberal friends. It obviously isn't above her pay grade to answer the question, Mr. Obama. At least she's honest. Kill them all, she says. My right to murder is more important than any other right, period. Now listen up, Democratic leaders. Learn some backbone from your atheist pal. She knows the score, the same score none of you will openly admit because you know it would be curtains for you if you ran for president and said what you really believe. When Obama made his now infamous above my pay grade comment, he had to say that. He had to say it because he can't say the truth. If he came out and said, yep, I believe it's a human baby, a human life, but I don't care, kill it, being able to chop up that little innocent baby is more important than its right to life. If he came out and said that, which is what he really secretly, quietly believes, he knows he would go down in flames in November. Pardon the pun, by the way, about going down in flames. This is why Nancy Pelosi and Joe Biden and Ted Kennedy and all the rest of the congressional Catholic turncoats keep tying themselves in knots and saying the most ridiculously inane things whenever the topic of abortion comes up. They simply can't be honest and open like Ms. Paglia has been. They'd be out of power by the time the next abortion had been performed. Their entire political existence is based on this big lie and cover-up that abortion is not the murder of an innocent human baby. So I say hats off to the truthful libertarian lesbian for calling them out. Left-wing liberals are always talking a grand game about having a national debate on urgent topics. Well, Mr. Obama, I'd like you to respond to Ms. Paglia's comments. She's one of your own, after all. I think the country needs to engage in a national debate over this topic. What about you? After all, if you want to grow up one day and be president, shouldn't you have a pretty fixed position about the subject of murder, one that is within your pay grade? And this November, remember Obama, soft on terrorists but tough on fetuses. I'm Michael Voris.